Hey guys, Derek here. Welcome back to the channel. We are back reacting to another episode of The Expanse. This is season 6, episode 4. It is called Redoubt, right? Redoubt, yeah. Not like a readout, like something that's on a screen, but like you're doubting again, I think. Before we jump into this, if you end up liking my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me. Helps my channel out a ton. If you're new here, consider subscribing and ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if you want to see the full uncut version of this reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon. I post all those over there. On Patreon, you can also become a super supporter and get featured in every single one of my videos. But what happened last time on The Expanse? So last time, I feel like the biggest thing that happened last time was the 3v1 dogfight between the Rocinante and the Pella, which had its various implications. So one being Philip kind of semi rebelling against his father, kind of calling him out in front of the crew, being like, you failed, this is all on you. That was nice to see. But then when James Holden had the opportunity to like just kill the ship, like destroy it, he disarmed the torpedo because he couldn't be the one that ends up killing Naomi's kid. Like, she's already been through enough in this war. She's already really struggling with killing her own people. In her words, this would have been literally killing her own people, like her own, like came from her. And I don't think Holden one could be the guy that does that in terms of just taking that away from her. Like, even though he is technically on the opposing side, that is still her kid. And killing someone's kid is a big deal, no matter how estranged they may be. Two, she would know, like, from that point on, she wouldn't just view the people of this crew as like people that she's with, right? Like, or family. She would be like, those are the people that killed my kid. So I think Holden made the good decision there, and also like killing that ship would have just made Marco a martyr, and I feel like he's stronger as a martyr at the moment because he is kind of losing a lot of credibility amongst even his own crew, I guess. And I guess all the other crews don't necessarily know how much he's kind of stumbling right now. But, you know, killing him in that moment would just unite the whole belt, and that's not a good thing. But, yeah, that's what happened last time. Let's check out this episode. Starting off with Laconia again. Are we gonna have like a pet cemetery type thing where this little girl's gonna bring her brother's dead body to these butthole dogs and they're gonna bring him back as a zombie? Firing squad? What the frick? What happened to this kid that they're gonna do a firing squad? Like a ceremonial firing squad or like an execution firing squad? There's a very big difference.
I grew up on Mars.
Ooh, his shirt says Duarte.
Whatever you feel, it's okay.
No, it's all right.
Is this supposed to be Winston Duarte?
Grief. I lost a place.
Mars.
There's a place that mattered to me. I thought I'd go on for it.
What's your name, mister? Duarte. Admiral Duarte. I guess.
Return to a coherent reply pattern.
Show me.
I think I can turn it on. I know I can.
It's a weird place to have that potential breakthrough. Oh, they look so cool. They look so cool. They kind of look like collector ships. Yeah, straight up, this kid's gonna be a zombie. Oh, you're telling me your parents didn't wake up and just see that body not there? I mean, to be fair, when you see things get brought back to life, you're like, I mean, as a child, you probably put these things together and like, that's a great idea. As an adult, you're like, that's how people get murdered. by horrific demon children.
Now the Inners were offered peace if they stayed on their worlds. They chose to come here.
Oh.
They will have peace again after they leave.
So I wonder if she did this. Or if this was part of Marco's plan.
MCRN Fleet Command recommends that a joint strike force set out for the ring immediately, burning as hard as we can. Our stealth ships will take out Marco's sentries, cripple Medina, and reassert control of the ring before the Free Navy can get any more entrenched.
Rushing headlong to salve our pride.
Yeah.
I will not commit my forces to that plan.
He does want the fight. Prepared to go alone. Interesting. Hey, she's alive. That's good.
Stuart, are you recording this?
Yes.
Stop right now.
You said I had full access.
You're right. I did.
Now she's filming the results of their attacks so they can see. This dead body that you're looking at had a story. Flip and burn.
This is Alex's music.
Yeah. He used to play this stuff all the time on the Razorback. Said there wasn't any other music on board. I think he was lying.
He probably definitely was.
Used to play it all the time.
Behind a cloud.
Oh, this is wonderful. A little bonding moment.
And I found this.
Shut down by James Holden.
This is way above my pay grade, and I'm not trying to judge.
I'll handle
Yeah. Okay, so wonder who's gonna tell him. Blaming more people.
After salvage operations are complete, take the two senior-most officers of the Lauba and space them.
What? It seems unnecessary.
I think it's counterproductive.
If the captain of the Granicus calls and tries to get you to change mine, have him put outside as well.
Yo, he's the worst. How does everyone around him not immediately tell that he will turn on them?
You need to fix this.
What?
I need to apologize to him.
I know it's hard to understand when all you see is how much our people love him.
What do you think he would do if I shot you in the face?
Nothing.
Feel really guilty about it? Then
No.
send money to my family and pretend it's remorse?
No.
I've got a job to do.
If he shot her in the face, he'd be real mad at Philip, and then he'd just move on. And it wouldn't be because he enjoys her. It would be because she was strategically valuable.
Hey, monsieur, okay? I only ask because you're talking even less than usual. If you want, I can lock you out of fire control.
If you
Last
want.
torpedo we fired. I trust you to do the right thing. What you think it is. We had a chance to end Marco.
It would have made him a martyr, though.
And you pulled the punch. And I keep trying, but I can't see how that was the right thing. It was a gut decision in the moment. But I made the call.
You should explain why you made the call, though.
Because if we're not trying to win this fight, I don't know what I'm doing out here. It was my call to make.
Why,
I don't
though?
owe you a fucking explanation. Are you pissing me for asking?
My brother is a dock worker on Ceres.
And he's
I
dead.
haven't heard from him since the water tank explosion. I'm just worried. Won't happen again. Promise.
You and your brother. You're close.
Oh yeah. Yeah, me and Mas.
Brother's super dead.
So why isn't he here with you? He didn't join up.
He cannot go outside.
Are you sure he built up?
He has a condition, vertigo. Anytime he's out,
Ooh.
he's dizzy. I just hope he's okay.
He's probably super dead. Hate to break it to you. That was nice. That was a cool little thing right there. I wonder how they did that. I wonder if there's outtakes of her trying to catch it and it falling away somewhere.
The torpedo didn't fail. I disarmed it. But I couldn't kill your son.
If you let Marco escape to spare my feelings,
It's not.
you just made me responsible for everyone he kills
That's
from now
not.
on.
You're not
No.
Then stop. Stop treating me like I am broken.
Stop pretending like what you're feeling doesn't matter. What you went through on the Pella? I see how much it hurts you every time we kill another Belter ship.
I'm trying to carry all of this.
Philip hurts more people than
It's not about Philip or what he might or might not do. It's about us. I can't be the one who kills your son. Every time you wake up, you'll be lying next to the reason your boy is dead.
Jim,
I can't be that to you.
Yeah.
I don't have it in me.
Exactly. It's the only decision he could make.
What have we got here? That's a torpedo warhead.
That's the disarmed one.
Get away from there! I'm stuck! Don't move! Get me out of here! Don't move! What the fuck? You wanna know what you look like? You're an asshole. Come on.
He's smiling though. That's good. He's smiling. That was good to see. It was like linked together.
Grapple's ready. Fire!
Ow! That looked like it hurt a lot. I feel like that kills you. They just got smashed onto that.
This one's small.
Oh shit! That's why I was pressurized.
Yeah.
One of their people died though. The drummer almost died. Good thing that was pressurized. Ooh. Oh. Is it booby trapped?
Joseph is pinned. We need a medic. Walker, we gotta get that crate open.
It's a heavy crate, looks like. Oh, Michio knows what she's doing now, eh?
Now.
Dang, Michio hella capable now. Oh.
I love you. I'm so sorry.
What? What are you saying?
You no longer have an arm. Oh, God. Oh, she's gotta cut through bone. Goddamn Michio Pa. Oh. 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 Oh.
Steady work, Hugo.
Oh my God. Jesus.
Do you want to know when I realized I didn't want to kill you?
Okay.
Sure.
You and Naomi were walking. When you said that, we were all reaching for violence. Couldn't we just try something else for once?
Couldn't we just try something else once? A good scene. I remember it.
Don't ever feel bad about not killing someone.
Good advice,
Good
Peaches.
advice.
Yes.
Thank you.
That's all he needs, honestly. If she's the only one that's telling him that that was a good decision, I think that's all that's necessary, right? She's the only one that knows what it's like to kill people on that sort of scale.
This makes us look weak.
It makes us all look weak.
That's the point. Yeah.
If you want the enemy to see you as human, you have to see them as human.
I'm not sure Belters will ever do that.
I'm not sure I'm talking about them.
Exactly. He gets a fancy new arm. They're gonna either regrow his arm or they're gonna give him a robot arm.
This is Kamina Drummer, and this message is for the traitor, the coward, Marco Inaros.
I love it, Drummer.
And still you're here, unbent, unbroken, unbowed.
House
And
Martell.
you are
Unbowed, unbent, unbroken.
Tech said data logs show torpedoes disarmed before impact.
You mean someone disarmed it?
Mm-hmm.
Who would do that?
unbent, unbroken, unbowed, and you.
I like the House Martell order of that better. Put the emphasis on unbroken at the end.
Live shamed. Die empty.
Live shamed and die empty. Savage last words. All these people that think they ain't got no supplies.
Whose side are you on?
Well, I only...
Drummer is our enemy. This
Fill
is
up.
war. And it won't be over until we are dead or victorious, or else everything that we fought for, all will have been for nothing. There's no turning back now.
All right, Philip's the new captain. Just walk right back up to the bridge. I'm here. Deal with it. It's so hard to tell his feelings. Gosh dang it. I can't, like, one moment he's like super not on board what's going down, and then the next moment he's like harder than it's ever been, like dick raging into the war. That episode felt really short, but it was generally the same length as the other ones. Okay, so let's touch on Laconia and how this little girl is gonna bring her brother to be a zombie. So she's been watching these people, or watching these dogs bring things back to life and fix things. And now that her brother is dead, she's like, oh, I'm super gonna take this. She has a nice chat with my mans, Admiral Winston Duarte. This is a huge character from the books. Big. Prominently featured in the next 3-4 books, right? Like he is big. I almost didn't expect him to look like that, but I guess he does. I kind of expected him to be Hispanic in descent. For some reason, the name Duarte just, I don't know. But he talks to her about how they both have this shared loss, her brother and him, of the dream of Mars, and hopefully someday they can get it back in a way. And she's gonna take that little boy's dead body, and she is going to bring it back to life, and that's scary. And that little child's gonna kill everybody. It looks like the explosion on Ceres has not done good things. I don't know if this lady was in on it. I don't know if Sandrani was in on it or what, but like she seemed ready and poised after the explosion to be like, we are fighting together like inners are not our friends. It's just like, maybe she was that was part of the plan. They leave her behind, so after the explosion happens, she can rally those Belters not towards peace or against Marco, but towards him. I don't know. And Right now, the Martians want to lead a strike on Medina Station. They want to head to the ring and take control of Medina. And at the moment, Avasarala is like, no, I don't want to do that. And it looks like the Martians are poised to do it alone if they need to. Meanwhile, Monica Stewart is filming dead bodies and telling their stories. You know, she has been put in charge of the propaganda thing, but rightfully so. Later in the episode, she tells Avasarala that it's not just about making the Earthers and the Martians look sympathetic, but it is, for her at least, making everybody look sympathetic, because she spent a decent chunk of her time on places like Ceres and on these stations, and she you know, she doesn't live on Earth, right? Like, at least from what we've seen of her, she spent quite a bit of time not on the inner planets, so she probably feels a lot more connected to these people. So it's disheartening to see, you know, the person you work for, the leader of the United Nations, essentially, and the united front of Mars and Earth, talk about these people like they're just objects. And you know, that it's tough, because Avasarala went from last season or the season before, where she was kind of the voice of reason for not killing 10,000 innocent people, you know, because there might be one Marco supporter there. Like, she went from that to slowly kind of drifting down that path of make us look good, make them look bad. And Monica's like, I think maybe you need to realize that it's okay for all of us to look weak, because if all of us look weak, it causes an inward reflection about what we're doing in this war. And I like that. Philip, he's been demoted to skiff repairman. I think at the end of the episode, he may have just reasserted himself back onto the command deck, but I guess we'll figure out next episode if that's the case. Amos and Holden have a nice little chat where Amos is like, yo, dude, I'm only here to defend myself, because I know Marco's gonna come for us eventually. I'm only here to kill him before he kills us. So if we're not trying to win, if we're actively, you know, he doesn't. I don't know if Amos necessarily gets the concept of mercy, right? Like, he may intellectually understand what that means, but like he doesn't understand within the content or context of his own actions, like what that means of being merciful to someone and why he would need to do it. So when he is telling Holden, you know, if we're not here to win, what am I doing here? You know, if we're not trying to end this war, why am I fighting this war? Like, are we fighting just to fight? And I think Holden could have told him what's going on. I think he should have told him why he did it. Probably would have been the smart move. Philip, he spends this whole episode bonding with this repairman, and it's real nice. He sees that his brother died on Ceres, and he's just constantly, like, he's being reminded that the other people, real people, that he can laugh with again. You know, he's feeling bad about the things that they did to Ceres, like, it's being reinforced. And drummer screwed it up. It's a bummer. But yeah, like I said, Holden and Naomi, they have the whole chat about why Holden disarmed this missile, right? Like, she didn't find out about this either. Like, he went and told her that he did this, and he explained why. And at first she's like, yo, why are you making yourself responsible for my feelings? And, you know, putting that on yourself, like, it's to an extent, she's like, you're having a savior complex right now. Like, I don't need you to save me. I'm not broken. Like, she's almost taking offense to it. And it's like, yeah, if that was the case, sure. But it's not about that to him. It's not about, like, you know, she's swinging so hard in one direction of trying to be like, this doesn't matter to me. But it does. It hurts her a lot. And like I said before the episode started, like, if he does this, she doesn't come back from this, right? Like, one, it's her kid, and two, anytime she wakes up next to him, she's going to see, that's who killed my son. She's not going to see him as him. There will always be this subconscious despisement there. And for his own personal, like, he can't do that to her. And also, like, he can't do that to himself. Like, he can't be that. He doesn't want to be that. Like, his conscience would not be able to be, he wouldn't be him. It would weigh too heavily on his conscience. And I really like that his decision there is kind of reinforced later when he talks to Peaches, and she's like, don't ever feel bad about not killing someone, because she's the only other person that knows, like, on a large scale, what it is like to kill people, like mass killing people. Everyone else, they've killed a few people here and there, you know, when they've needed to. But in that particular case, like, if he would have allowed that missile to detonate, that would have killed hundreds or thousands of people. Peaches is the only one that knows what that toll is like and how much that haunts a person, other than, like, Philip. And so she knows, like, that you don't get over that. You don't get over murdering someone. Because it kind of would have been murder. They didn't need to kill him. They disabled the ship. They could have gotten away. I mean, granted, it is war, but I really enjoyed that scene and their kind of little bonding moment that they shared after, how she likes to eat things with tons of salt. It was a real nice moment. And I, you know, logistically, on the surface, it may not seem like a smart idea to let Marco live. But one, he would have been made a martyr by his people. That's obvious. And two, just the morality of it. I am on board not needlessly killing people. I think he did the right thing. We have Drummer setting some supplies free. Yeah, they come up to these supply things, and there's a shootout, and a heavy case falls on her man's Josep, his arm, and they just have to straight up cut his arm off. Like, they amputated his arm there and then. Michio Pa, like, Miss Stutter can't press a button right early in the season, is Johnny on the spot, you know, cool under pressure to cut this guy's arm off. Incredible. Like, what a turn. And especially after, like, they had been fighting later on, where she was being like, who are we if you know, like, if we're the same people doing the same thing, we're just the same as them. They're having, like, core philosophical differences, and she's able to put that behind her and just be cool under pressure in this moment. It was great. It is a bummer that this guy doesn't have an arm now, though. He's got to heal it in that little tank. They may give him a new robotic arm. If I remember, like, the very first episode of this series, season 1, there's an ice hauler. He gets his arm smashed and comes off in space, and he gets, like, a new fancy robotic arm, I think. So that's maybe down the line for Josep, but it's possible they, due to their on-the-run nature, that might not be a possibility at the moment. And then, yeah, Kamina, Drummer, pulls her House Martell. She does her best House Martell impression. If you are unaware, that is a thing from Game of Thrones. I don't know if it originated from Game of Thrones, technically, but it's what I remember it from. The house slogan or house saying of House Martell is unbowed, unbent, unbroken. And I personally like that order of it. It feels weird putting unbroken first or second on that, and ending with unbowed or unbent. I don't know. It's just like, if you're putting the emphasis on the most important thing, that you are unbroken, it should come last. Just, it's just me. Like, I don't know, whoever wrote that dialogue is maybe that's copyrighted by George R.R. Martin. I don't know, but I think it should have been that way. And, you know, they released his supplies and were like, yo, you're a coward telling all these people they don't have enough supplies to eat, but you just have supplies drifting out here, doing nothing. Vanilla. Saving this for later? Like, what's wrong with you? And turns out her little message ends up galvanizing Philip back to the Free Navy's side and, you know, screwing things up a little bit. So I guess we'll see what happens next time. But yeah, I think those are all my thoughts. Let me know what you guys thought of this episode down in the comments below. Do you agree with Holden's choice to not kill everybody? Do you think, how big do you think the impact of Kamina's decision today in this episode will how do you think that'll play out? If you've read the books, don't spoil anything, obviously, but yeah, let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. If you liked my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me, helps my channel out a ton. If you're new here, consider subscribing and ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if you want to see the full uncut version of this reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon. Post all my full uncuts over there. On Patreon, you can become a super supporter and get featured in every single one of my videos. But other than that, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.